Hello everyone, Brother-Vinni is here. This is the third part of video about creating hard-working slave girls miniature. Today I will complete the figure and we are going to finalize the character with some beautiful small details. I'm Brother-Vinni. I produce and sell wargame miniatures. Dark, handmade and not for everyone. Of course, it's not a very rich decorated figure, it's just a naked woman, but even she needs some small and sharp details to complete the image and place emphasis. First one is hair. Hair is always good for us because hair texture provides a very beautiful contrast with the smoothness of the skin. Also, I have added here some kind of shawl wrapped on the head, and as a slave, she wears some chains on her wrists. And of course, don't forget about the main decoration of the male character. It means I'm going to sculpt her breasts. Okay, so if you're interested in the previous part of this video, where I set up the pose, made anatomy, and spoke about center of weight, you can check our channel. Also, I want to remind you that this miniature is only a part of set of 3 characters. They already have been released and now available for purchasing in our web store. You can find the link below this video. Actually, you can purchase all miniatures I produce. If you have some questions, welcome to comments. I will be happy to communicate with you. Also, if you have some ideas you want to share with me, or maybe you have some requests, I'm always open for this too. Okay, this is a very short review of previous parts of this video, where I have made this figure from the base. If you are interested in watching this video, please check our channel and you can see this full-length video with all details and all my comments. Also, we have made the basket that complete the set of these 3 working girls. Okay, let's start with her hair. Actually, this type of haircut is not very complicated. It doesn't fly in the air. So I'm going to sculpt first basic volume and then upgrade it with separated strands. I should say that each strand should be very smooth. It's very important for future painting because I guess you understand that painting on the smooth surface, you rather will get the smoother color gradient. It will be very easy. So is the reason why I try to don't touch these strands with my fingers and even with tools. And for manipulating with it, I use my paintbrush wet with olive oil. Now I have baked the first party of strands, and now we can make the shawl. I guess that hardworking girl should have something on her head to hold her hair and also for absorbing sweat. From the other side, it can provide us an opportunity to make some color emphasis if you will paint this shawl colorful. Or maybe not if you want to make it much more reliable and paint the shawl as a gray and used piece of textile. Okay, now the general shape is completed and I'm going to smoothify the surface with that paintbrush wet in olive oil. Okay, very good. And now let's fix a little edge of the shawl. This edge should be very sharp and straight. And I repeat, it will provide us much more easy and comfortable painting. Okay, now let's go to make a most pleasant and interesting and beautiful part of the female figure. I mean her breast, of course. And first thing I should think about is symmetry. So I'm starting with separating, with cutting this piece of clay to
two absolutely the same pieces to keep it symmetrical. And the second thing I want to say that the female breast is smooth enough, and it is always under the influence of gravitation. It means that generally the shape of the female breast is something like a drop. Also, the shape depends a lot of position of the chest, position of arms, shoulders, and chest muscles. Okay, taking these three very important questions into account, I'm trying to sculpt that breast that should look more or less reliable. One more. As you can see, the left one is pressed with the arm. So there are four factors that influences the shape of your boobs. Maybe it sounds a little bit complicated, but trust me, sculpting a reliable looking tits is very important if we are working at a female figure. Another very important moment is linking between her breasts and her chest. It should be very smooth and absolutely invisible. It also needs some experience and ability. And finally, I want to say that the surface of her teeth should be extremely smooth, because you understand there are no any muscles or bones inside. So I sculpt the general shape and then smoothify it my common way using olive oil. Okay, another small details. Let's add that tails of shawl. It's very easy, they are lying on her back, so I sculpt the general shape and then just cut out it with a knife. I just should control that the edges of these tails will be very sharp and straight. And of course our common drop of oil. I guess there are already a liter of oil inside this miniature. About nipples, they should be big and expressive enough, round and as symmetrical as it possible. For this I will use my stamp made of a syringe needle. Something like this way, 1 and 2. Sometimes people ask me why I complete my female characters with so big breasts. Now I can ask that first it's by my taste. I find it very attractive and beautiful. And the second reason is that when I make female characters muscular and sporty enough, like Amazons or working slaves, I just must complete it with big enough breast and big enough ass, because I don't want she lose her femininity. Muscular girl should be still the girl. She doesn't. I don't want she turn into the male. Okay, the next detail that let's make that transversal part of the handle of the shovel. I just take some previously baked cylinder made of my usual clay. I use a Fimo in this case, and I cut it with the knife. It provides me much more sharp and straight edges than sculpting. Now let's try on the shovel, and let's fix the length of the handle a little. I want to make it a little bit shorter. There are the piece of metal wire inside the handle of the shovel. I have sculpted this. I have sculpted it in previous videos of this series, and actually it's very important because I use Fimo. This clay becomes soft while baking. Not so soft like it will be melted, but soft like a kind of rubber. So it may be bended over while baking. And to avoid it, you better mount some wire base, some wire skeleton into thin parts like handles, knives, blades, something like this. Okay, the shovel is completed, and now I'm going to cut it out for future molding. And pay attention how easy it is because of that metal bracelets of these chains on her wrists. And when my customer will assemble this resin miniature, the joints between different parts will be hidden under these metal rings very good. Okay, this is the shovel, and now I'm going to complete the conjugation between the shovel and the handle. In the previous videos, I have demonstrated some medieval pictures with shovels, and we remember that usually this tool was made of one piece of wood together, this blade and the handle. Okay, the surface is smooth now, and I want to repair that wooden texture that I have lost while sculpting. Actually, this lower part of the shovel will not very visible on the miniature, but anyway, I should make it good too. Okay, now the shovel is absolutely completed, and now it's time to fill it. This girl is working, she's doing some kind of mining, and I guess she must have something in the shovel. I want to fill it with some raw looking pieces, something like coal or maybe ore or maybe gold. It depends of how you will paint it. And usually, I guess the best way to do it is using a wine cork, because small pieces of wine cork provides a very good view. They look very good like some stones. But right now, unfortunately, I don't have the wine cork under my hand. So I have decided to take a piece of previously baked clay and just try to cut the small pieces with my knife. Now I take a piece of fresh clay to make some kind of base, and then mount all that pieces onto this. In this case, I don't want to use a glue because glue is very fast, and it doesn't allow me to find a correct position for each piece. Now I can manipulate with it as long as I want, and only go to bake it after I will be satisfied with the composition. So I guess the miniature is completed now, and in the next video I will go to make a mold of this miniature for its future replication.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel, leave your comments. This kind of feedback is very important for us because it helps us to understand which kind of content is more interesting for you. In the next video, I will go to make a mold of this miniature and then assemble the resin cast. Don't skip it and see you next week.